Hello, hello, everyone. Once again, this is 10 Bleeping Questions. We got a special guest today. His name is Young Cvsper.
What's
How
good,
you
Joe?
doing?
How's it going, man?
Good, man. Doing good. Heartburn symptoms going down.
Happy to hear that.
enjoying enjoying the fact that the weekend's coming up, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing
Good
good.
to hear, man. Good to hear.
So, on the RGM site, we've done some reviews of some of your songs. We love them. We love the passion that you show in the songs. Um, and you got a skill for rapping. I mean, I think that when it comes to the technical side, especially, you knock that out the park. So I was very interested in getting to know you some more. Just certain things that inspired you, what you like to eat, who your favorite Bills quarterback is, all things you. So what I did was I compiled 10 questions for you to answer. Some of them are very, very difficult questions. Some are very easy ones. No, I'm just joking. But we got 10 questions to ask you. The first question that I thought was appropriate was, who is Young Cvsper? And how would you describe yourself as a musician?
Well, I'm just a normal dude from the suburbs of Buffalo. I wake up, put my pants on one leg at a time, kind of deal. As far as my musician style goes, I'd say it's kind of diverse for the genre. Uh, Meaning, like, I can rap about being the greatest ever, or I can rap about my mistakes. I can rap about I can make a club banger, or I can talk about my mama's disappointed in me for doing this and this. Like, so as far as being a musician goes, I'd say it's just kind of diverse to the genre. You know what I mean?
Like versatile. Yeah,
Versatile.
versatile musician. That's pretty versatile. I mean, from club banger to super duper personal track, like that's versatile. So I guess when you're making your albums, like that range, is that the type of things that you like to do on like albums? Maybe
Yeah,
go from one end to the other.
yeah. Normally I like to come out and do like one of those like "We the Best" type tracks, and
Mm.
then kind of slowly fade into doing one of the more personal ones, and then fade back to a more relaxed, floating little party kind of vibe, and then I normally like to end it out on the most personal song on the album.
Mm.
So
Like an outro to leave them wanting more, leave them crying. Like
absolutely, absolutely.
that's important. You want to leave them wanting more.
A
You
little
want them also
cliffhanger.
a little bit of tears. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Exactly. So
absolutely.
so what inspired you to be a rapper? I know I've heard all kinds of different stories. Friends made them want to do it. Particular musician. What's your story on how you became one?
So actually, when I was about 7 years old, for my birthday, my babysitter at the time got me Eminem's Encore, and that really introduced me to the genre. Uh, about the time I was 10, I started writing lyrics, and then I didn't even tell anybody that I was writing until like friends, family, nothing, until I was about 14 years old. And then when I like showed my friends, actually on one of the songs on the album, I talk about him. My friend Nathan, who unfortunately passed away back in 2017 from leukemia, he looked at me. He's like, "Dude, look, you're good at it. You should at least record it so that at least your friends can hear it. I mean, the whole world would love to hear you, but like,
Mm,
let's do it for the homies."
mhm.
So that really put the boot in my step there, and got the ball rolling. As far as what keeps me going day to day, it's doing it for Nathan, because he always loved it. He really gave me the push to keep going with it. And then also my grandfather started the family business by himself about 50 years ago. And it made me realize, if somebody had the time to be raising a family of 5 children, going to school and trying to support them, and still have the ambition to chase his dream and make something out of his passion, why shouldn't I keep going?
Mm, that's deep. That's deep. I love that. So it's it's kind of like drawing inspiration from several different areas.
Yeah,
Major inspirations from several different areas. I love that answer. I love that answer. And like you said, I mean, I think a lot of times people feel like they don't have the time to chase their dreams, that they have so many different things that's going on in their life. But in my opinion, you should always make time for that somehow, some way. So
absolutely.
that is great advice right there.
Thank you.
So you mentioned Buffalo,
Yep.
that you're Buffalo raised.
Yes, sir.
How has the city helped mold you into who you are as a person?
Well, if you didn't know, we're known as the city of good neighbors. So I feel like just seeing everybody over the years from all walks of life find somebody who, we're not afraid to go and help each other.
Mm,
So people of, like I said, of all walks of life will see somebody that's going through something and will immediately start thinking, what can we do to support them?
mm,
So I think just seeing that and having that kind of, I guess you'd call it like energy maybe around the entire town growing up, like really kind of molded me to be the kind of guy where it's like, look, I'm trying to put on for my friends, my family, and make sure everybody in my circle is living good. So,
mm, okay. Yeah, I get that sense from Buffalo also. Like you guys are very close together, tight unit. I know you're familiar with Griselda,
yep.
Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, and all them. They seem so close.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They look out for each other. So I do get that vibe.
Right.
So you have a song called Buffalo Groan.
Yep.
What was what was the reason behind releasing that song?
So that one was mainly just talking about being a rapper, trying to come up in Buffalo, trying to grow in Buffalo and whatnot. And the influences and whatnot that helped me to go along my path. One of which I kind of mentioned it on there was when I made my first ever music video. I'd been following Benny for a good couple of years, and obviously him being one of the ones to make it out, I was like, I obviously want this guy's opinion on what I'm doing here. So I sent him my first video, and he actually got back to me. He's like, "Look, dude, you're talented. Let me put you on this tape that I'm working on. Who Can Rap Volume 7?" And he threw me right up on the tape and kind of started giving me more of a platform to work with. So basically, the song was just coming up and getting that momentum going, and yeah.
Oh, that's dope. So pretty much you got a cosign from one of the best rappers in the game right now. I I personally believe Benny the Butcher is a beast. I think
Oh,
he's
absolutely. All the Griselda guys, all the BSF
they're
guys,
all great.
musics, all super talented people. Seriously.
Oh man. So you got a cosign that I man, that's a big deal.
Believe me, that did not go over my head, like the whole world right there.
So I'm in Buffalo. Hopefully it's like during the summer I go, so I don't like run into like snowstorms or anything like that. But I'm in Buffalo. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah.
You got me? So what are some of the restaurants that you would recommend, or some of the foods
if you're looking for a good pizza joint, my main go-to is Matina's Pizza. They got the best sauce. I mean, I've been a good amount of been around a good amount of the East Coast of the United States here, and have yet to find a better pizza sauce than Matina's.
Ooh,
it just is what it is. And I'm the kind of guy where I like the pizza well done, and they know how to get that well done without burning it to, not even being worth eating. So they're very good at what they do over there. They're very respectable people. Every time you walk in, they make you feel like family. So I'd say that's the number one go-to.
That's the number one go-to. Okay, you know what? Where's my phone? I gotta put this. You said Martinez?
Matina's. Mattinas.
M-A-T. I got to go because I love me some pizza. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I was not blown away by New York City pizza.
That's the vibe, man. That's how it normally goes. You're not blown away by New York City, but Buffalo, New York.
I know Buffalo, so I'm like, I believe you. especially when you say the sauce. I think the sauce is the most underrated and most important part of a pizza. If you get the sauce right, oh man, okay,
Game over.
game over. I'm
And
definitely
not to
trying.
mention Buffalo, we got pizza logs. I don't know if you've ever had pizza logs and whatnot, but I got some friends out in New York City, and the last time they came out, they were looking at the menu and they're like, "What the hell's a pizza log?" I'm like, it's basically like pizza rolled up, and you dip it in marinara, and it's fire. Like you never heard of it? It's fried up pizza, like it's fire. And they're like, "No, never heard of this. Like you won't find this anywhere else." So like it just blew my mind. So if you come to Buffalo, try some pizza logs too.
Oh, I definitely got to try that. That's a new one. I've never heard that either. But once you said pizza, you can dip.
Oh yeah,
I'm a fan. So, I know you mentioned Eminem. Encore album was one of the things that got you to start rapping. So, is there any other people that helped influence you? Doesn't have to only be rappers, but family members. I know you mentioned a couple people, actors, actresses, teachers.
Honestly, the biggest one that the biggest two technically. I know you said they don't have to be rappers, but like the way that they go about their lives in general, is just so cool to me. So one was Mac Miller, rest in peace.
Rest in
He
peace.
he started off being that white dude, party tracks, yada yada, and he completely expanded his portfolio and
Oh yeah,
free thinking, very emotional, different vibe each album kind of thing. Like that's really cool to me. The other one I would say is Logic with the Peace, Love, and Positivity movement. His not only is his rapping immaculate, he's got that what he calls syllability, where he's just able to, warp words and make them fit the beat in ways that I have seen very few rappers be able to do. And then on top of that, he likes to spread a good message because he came from, a hard past and all that. And, he's like, I don't want to promote that kind of living. I want to promote everybody to love each other, spread the peace, spread the love, let's have a good time kind of deal. So that shit's really cool to me.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I know is about Logic. Logic is right now he's one of the few rappers that are really tackling mental health.
Yes.
Just the importance of being happy. And not necessarily chasing these things that don't really mean anything. So I think that's key. And Mac Miller, Mac Miller is amazing to me. I think the way that you described Mac Miller was perfect. He was somebody that really focused on like party rap tracks a lot of times, spitting bars, but then he morphed into a guy that's more of a complete, not necessarily, let me not say complete, but more versatile in terms of, he was messing with blues aspects, jazz, R&B, pop, and sprinkling in little raps here and there, which I never thought he would morph into. So that's interesting. Those are two great people that you mentioned. So when you're recording, I'm assuming, everybody has some type of like way of recording their music. Is there something that has to be in the room while you're recording?
I know it's kind of cliche, but I gotta have some sort of weed, way to smoke weed, man. A bowl, a bong, it doesn't matter to me. I just got crazy ADD, so when I step up to the mic, it's nice to be able to slow down, be able to calm down, like up a few times, and then take a few hits, approach it again, and it'll really, slow me down, let me do my job, basically. You know what I mean? So,
got you. Yeah. So would you accept secondhand smoke? Is that something?
You're talking like somebody smokes it and blows it in my face?
If somebody else is smoking, can't you get like high off the secondhand smoke too?
I've been smoking for damn near as long as I've been rapping, man. So that shit don't work on me anymore. Wish it did sometimes, rapping gotta breathe, but
No, that's dope. That's definitely cool. So, your latest project, Gvstly. So, what does it mean to you, and what went into making that album?
So basically, this one was my introduction from the Street Burners family. We got a very talented group of artists and producers, and everybody involved with it. It's a very talented, very diverse family we got going here. So this is basically my stepping in and saying, hey, this is me. I'm not exclusive with them, but I'm super excited to be working with them. Basically, it was more of exploring their production styles and seeing what kind of songs I can make with, what they're tossing my way. So it was a really, really cool project to work on. I got a bunch of beats that I never thought I'd be able to rap over. Like Hate You, Thank You, the last one on the album. It's got, a vocal in the back that's saying, "You're no good for me" the entire way through. And I never thought I'd be able to like rap around some other vocal going in the background. But it was a challenge, and it was a really cool challenge to step up to because it made me realize you don't have to fill the space. You can let the beat breathe more than just, the quick 2 seconds to catch your breath. You can actually drop a line, take a step back, drop a line, take a step back, rip it a little bit, take a step back. It was really cool to see, trying to adventure over the different kinds of beats that are thrown my way.
It's like a different approach. It's like a lot of times that's the great thing about working with people is they bring out a different side to you. They challenge you in different ways. And so that always makes you, in my opinion, better, especially as a musician, because as a musician, that growth aspect, it can come from so many different inspirations. So that's really cool. That's really, really cool. So with the V, is there like a significance behind that?
So my original rap name that I still go by when it's not Street Burners released content is Young Cvsper with an A instead of a B. But I didn't want to stray too far and make a whole new rap name. So for the Street Burners content, it's V instead of the A. So it's not really anything like deep or nothing. It's just like,
Okay. Just kind of a new way. Okay. I think it's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool. Other than rap, is there something else that you love to do?
I guess you could say I like watching people play video games. I don't actually have the attention span to learn and remember the controls all like that. So it's just cool to me to be able to partake in the game without actually having to play. And this would be even just like watching the homies play Warzone or something like that, or going online and watching, some YouTube gamers play like Assassin's Creed. Like it's really cool to hear their commentary on the game and get their point of view on what they're doing and see like the different approaches that people take. I could watch the same game be played by a bunch of different people, but it's played entirely different depending on the person. So it's really like it really gives me like a lot of different perspectives, which then gives me a lot of different references I can make. So I guess that's like the other way that I spend most of my time is just watching people play video games. It's kind of lame to say like I'm not actually playing them.
Oh no, it's not at all. That's funny that you say that. When I was younger, I'm the youngest, and I would always watch my brother play video games, particularly Legend of Zelda when I was way younger, and then when we got older, Resident Evil. So I was terrified of the game. I couldn't play it myself. I thought it was super complicated. So I would just watch my brother play and just terrified the whole time.
So that's Resident Evil is one that I will never be able to actually play myself. Like that is me, man. Like I don't know how people actually like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep walking down the thing when I'm doing all this shit. Like, no, I'm the type of guy where I'm gonna turn around and run. All right, I'm just gonna shut the game off, game. Like I'm trying to have some fun, man. Like
exactly. Yeah, that and Resident Evil for me, it had like clues. Like you had to in between like shooting zombies, you had to like figure out some of the clues and here and there to get through doors and things like that. I was like, man, I don't got that much time, man. I just finished my schoolwork. I don't want to do more schoolwork type stuff. But is there a particular game that you love?
Always been a fan of the Assassin's Creed games. Ratchet and Clank, always a good series. Just games that are like more Assassin's Creed isn't exactly goofy, but it's like I like games that have like historical context. And then on the flip side, I like the extremely goofy, almost childish games. They're just they're fun to watch, fun to
laid
collect.
back.
And,
Yeah,
Hell
laid back content. We all need that in our lives. We all need laid back content, guys. Every once in a while.
Don't get laid back. That's a recipe for disaster. You gotta keep that mind going.
You got to keep that mind going too at the same time. Exactly. So this was actually not on here for one of the questions, but I got to ask you, how do you feel about your Buffalo Bills this year?
Oh boy, we got a shot. We got some nice dudes coming in for the lines. That's been our main thing over the past couple of years is our D-line and our O-line. Great guys, but they just they can't hold up. That's the thing. So we got some fresh kids coming in to hopefully protect Josh from that sack. Hopefully not make him have to scramble as much. Don't get me wrong. Love watching Josh scramble, but it makes you nervous.
It does.
What it is. So honestly, super excited for it. We did a great job last year. AFC champs, let's get it.
One win away from the Super Bowl. I'm like I was telling you offline. I love me some Josh Allen, man. Funnest player to watch. Like he scrambles like fearlessly, has an arm. And then I just like his grit.
He's like 6'5" lineman and whatnot.
Exactly.
Like making it look like Superman or something.
Exactly. So I'm a huge Bills fan. So I agree with you. I think there's some big things coming for them. They are Super Bowl contenders, and deservedly so. Super Bowl contenders. So, one more question for you. What can we expect in the near future for you?
Well, I got a lot of side projects coming up that aren't exactly Street Burners, releases and whatnot. I work with this homie Brett Mike, very talented rapper, very talented producer, video editor, videographer, just an all around jack of all trades. So shout out to him. We got a lot in the vault. As far as Street Burners goes, I am hoping to just keep cranking out that content. I love the producers. I love the energy of all the artists. Super excited to see where we can run with this, So hopefully a bunch more projects with Street Burners and just keep running it up,
Okay, sounds good. Shout out Street Burners for sure. Shout out Street Burners. Good people. Okay, well, how can the people reach you? Twitter, Instagram?
Twitter, Instagram. I'm on YouTube, Facebook. It's all Young Cvsper with a V. YOUNG CVSPER. I'm on. I mean, if you want to go bump the tracks, I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, basically you name it. You can find me on there. Some projects will be Young Cvsper, and others will be Young Cvsper. That just depends on the release path. But so go check it out. Go hit the socials. Give me a follow. Love to see it, man.
Yes, sir. Check him out. Very dope rapper. Thank you so much, Young Cvsper, for coming through. Definitely check out Gvstly. It's out right now on streaming platforms, and make sure you go follow him on everything that he just mentioned. Thank you again, Young Cvsper.
Thank you for having me. Seriously. Appreciate it. Appreciate the platform. Like I told you offline, this is my first interview. So this is huge to me. Love the opportunity. This was a lot of fun, man. Seriously appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Definitely got to have you again.
I hope so, man.
Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth interviews. You name it.
Oh, yeah, brother. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Peace out.
What's up? Peace.